Hey guys, what's going on? We're playing the Battlefront beta today. Star Wars Battlefront, if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, because you're illiterate, but hopefully you guys aren't. Basically what's going on in this video, I'm going to just give you guys my first impressions of the game, and my experiences with it, and how I like it, and what I think should be changed, and what I think doesn't need to be really changed. I'm going to go ahead and first start off by saying that this game is a very casual game, and I mean that in the best of ways. Like, I kind of want to compare it to Titanfall in a way, just because it feels like you kill people really easily. It's like it's 20 on 20 matches. I don't know if that's going to change to like 32 on 32, but it just, every time you kill somebody, it feels like you don't really put a lot of effort into killing somebody for whatever reason. People die really quick. The time to kill in this game's it's a bit fluctuating depending on what you're shooting at. I mean, who you're shooting at, and what you're shooting at, and where you're shooting them. So, as is with every game. But yeah, I think this game's overall kind of like I can't really see it being like a competitive game, like having like a league to it or something. Which I really don't understand how people have a league with like other huge like player count games, but I'm not really talking about that right now. But I will talk about the things that I think need to be changed. Keep in mind this is a beta, so if you guys have had like a bad experience with it, then chances are like it'll probably change. So just chill the fuck out, really. I think the spawn system in this game is ass, and I mean that in the most lighthearted way I can, but I also don't, because the spawn system in this game sucks dick really bad. I don't mean it's like you spawn into people. I mean that people spawn into you, and when people spawn into you, it's just a clusterfuck of people. Like, you'll be standing one place, and then you'll accidentally go over to their like side that has been established by the firefighting that you're doing, and then you'll see one person spawn, and then you'll be like, oh great, that's lucky for me, I found a spawn, or I'll just be able to like kill a bunch of people. No, that's not how this works. There's a lot of fucking spawn protection in this game, and spawn protection is just fucking ridiculous in this game. I don't disagree with spawn protection. I think spawn protection is a really good system to have. It's good to preventing very one-sided teams, but I'll get into the one-sided teams in just a moment. But I feel like the spawn system needs to be changed so we're not getting absolutely fucked in the face when we're on their side of the base on accident, and then they're just on us immediately, and there's nothing you can do because we're facing a fucking team of super soldiers at the start. So, you know, I think that needs to be changed. Like I said with the one-sided matches, I think that overall, and you guys could disagree with me on this, I think that Imperial is overpowered. I think that if balance is something that DICE is like striving for in this game, I think that they need to change up how the Rebel team works and how the Imperial team works, because in my experience, I have won very few times playing as a Rebel, but every time I've played as an Imperial, I have won. Like the gameplay you're seeing right now, I forget who wins. It's probably the Imperial, and the only reason I think the Imperial's kind of overpowered is because look at all the shit they get. Look, they get the fucking ATST, they get this big-ass fucking walker, like, and they get the better blaster at the start. In my opinion, the E11 is a much better blaster than what the Rebels get, because it does so much damage to you. Like, it's like a sniper rifle almost. It's crazy. I think that if they're really striving for balance, they need to mess with how like the teams work a little. And I don't mean like stacked teams. In no way do stacked teams come into are counting in this game. I think that overall the teams like with the players are pretty like fine, and I don't think that anybody is more like better. I mean, obviously people are going to be better than other people in this game, but I think everybody has the capacity to do good in this game because of how easy it is. And that's another thing. I like how easy this game is. I like that you can just get right in and you could just start mowing people down. I like that. I like it a lot. I like their currency-based system where you unlock things, the only things that you really want to try, and the only things that you really want to use. In this game, I'm using the standard Rebel gun. The guns in the beta were kind of like they have this DLT, which is basically this big light machine gun. It does like 0 damage, but it shoots very fast, so it kind of compensates for the damage loss. Then they got this little blaster pistol with like an insanely high fire rate. I really didn't use that very much. I used it one time and I didn't really have a good experience with it. This gun and the E11 are the best guns in this, I think, in the beta so far. I think this gun is just a little worse than the E11 because the E11's got that really strong damage and it's a little more accurate in my opinion. But they're all blasters, so they really don't have like a recoil or anything. But in my opinion, I get better long-range shots with the E11, probably because it shoots slower. You got your fucking heroes in this game. Now, I think that's really cool. I think the Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader thing in this, I think that's fucking really cool. That's definitely one of the best parts about this beta. I think that's everybody's opinion so far. I think that the way you get the heroes might be a little weird. I don't necessarily like the system in which you're able to just walk over it like a power-up. And that's another thing, the power-up system, I think that's cool. Like, I think that the weapon drops, like, they're kind of taken from what Battlefield was going for, what Battlefield went for, in the sense that you get these weapon drops, and they're, like, insanely good. And obviously you can't use them the whole game. They're usually, like, a one-time thing, like, you'll get, like, an imploder grenade, or you'll get, like, a smart rocket. And the smart rockets are really cool because they just lock onto pretty much anything. But yeah, no, the vehicles in this game, I think that the Rebels, if they're gonna like do any type of damage to the fucking Imperials in this game, they're gonna need some vehicles too, because you got this huge ass fucking walker. And I understand that the X fighters and everything, I understand that those are, I think they're good. I've seen people use them. Me personally, I suck in airplanes in this game, or jet fighters, or whatever the fuck they're called. I'm terrible at them. I got into an airplane earlier in this game that you saw, and I just crashed immediately because I was so used to playing with like Battlefield airplane controls that I didn't even think about if I went up, it would go up with me. I thought it'd go down, but you know, that's way off topic. I mean, it's not really off topic, but we're gonna get back to it. Some of the things I like about this game, I like that you can go from first person to third person. I know you guys aren't seeing third person, but I used third person for a little while, and I thought that was a really cool thing you could do, so that kind of caters to different gameplay styles, in my opinion. You're gonna see a lot, like an array of people. You're gonna see a big range of people on here, people who like third person shooters and people who like first person shooters. This is definitely gonna be their game. Any Star Wars fans too, I mean, everything, like, I know I said I really don't watch a lot of Star Wars, but from what I've heard and what I see on the game, everything looks pretty authentic. I mean, everything here looks all pretty, like, it's like from the movie or from the games, the previous games. Everything looks pretty authentic here. So if you haven't been like pre-ordering this game because like you just don't think it's gonna be authentic because of the multiplayer only thing, you should totally just throw that thing out the window, because I mean, this is Star Wars. This is how it is. Let's see, some other things I don't necessarily like. I mean, like I said with the power-up system, that's like, I guess that's fine, but I don't necessarily think they should be so like cumbersome, because this is like one of the few gameplays I've been not exploded by imploder grenades every 10 seconds. The lag is obviously a problem, but it's a beta, so I really don't even think that's worth mentioning. I rarely had lag problems, but when I did have lag problems, I usually lagged out of the game. You know, I don't think that that's that big of a problem. That's just netcode fixes that they're going to be doing to the beta. The beta, I don't know if it's gotten any updates. I played it today, but I did not. This was like a while ago. I got this gameplay, like when the beta first came out. So I'm going to talk about other things like that I have right now that you're probably not seeing this. I think that jump packs are really cool. I think that like it adds like a whole different like dimension of what you can do in this game, like because on the ground I mean you're sort of slow in my opinion. I think you're just a little bit slow on the ground, but once you got that jump pack you're pretty mobile. I mean you like when I first put it on I didn't think that you'd really go all that far, but man, you fucking fly in that thing. It's crazy. So yeah, I like the jump packs. Again, with the heroes, I think that they're good where they are. I think that the heroes are good where they are. Other than the fact that they just drop for anybody. I think that needs to be like a reward system sort of thing. But me being a Call of Duty player, I don't think I don't have like the right mindset to tell you guys whether or not like you can just pick something up and then get rewarded for picking it up. I think that you need, I think it needs to be sort of skill-based. Like the best players should be able to get, you know, to be the hero. But then, I mean, if that was the case, then you'd have these like only like one person like being the hero all game, and that's no fun. So maybe the pickup system's good, maybe it's not. We'll have to see how it works out in the future for it. I think that I personally, when you're a hero, I mean, you could do really cool shit as a hero. You feel just as overpowered as you need to feel. I mean, anybody who's like complained about how overpowered heroes are, like that's just how it is. Like if you're fucking Luke Skywalker, you're gonna feel like Luke Skywalker. I mean, that's who he is. And then Darth Vader with his fucking force choke, I think that's fucking cool. Like, I don't know, there's this thing you can do when you're fighting another hero while you're a hero. You'd both do a power move. I've yet to see that really work out. Normally, when I'm like, when I was Luke Skywalker and I saw another guy was Darth Vader, I just fucking laid into him with the lightsaber. Like, I really didn't give a fuck. I wasn't really trying for anything climatic. Maybe that's just for the people who want to be like dramatic about it and cool, but I don't know. For the most part, if you just slice them to death with a fucking lightsaber, that pretty much does the job. Like right now, you're seeing me in this like jet thing. I don't know how long I'm in this for. I know I'm horrible at it though, so you guys don't need to remind me how bad I am, and I'm horrible. But yeah, that's why I got out of it immediately. Boots on the ground is probably my favorite thing about this game. There's just so many things overall that you can do while you're on the ground. I think they did a really good job with the beta, and I think that like overall it can only get better from here in my opinion. So looking forward to this game's release. Thinking about getting it because I'm still playing the beta as we speak, and I think it's definitely worth getting. If any of you guys are like skeptical about that, I'm happy when they release betas because then I can give my own opinion. So anyways, I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you guys like the video, you could leave a like, you could drop a comment, you could do whatever the fuck you want. You guys should subscribe though, that'd be cool. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.